Ketchup, a familiar condiment, famous worldwide, and an essential part of every meal. Whether you're enjoying a plate of crispy French fries, a hot burger, or simply adding a little flavor to your favorite dish, ketchup is always the perfect companion on the table. But have you ever wondered, how do those high-quality bottles of ketchup make their way to stores all around the world, ready for us to take home? The answer lies in a massive factory, producing up to 200,000 kilograms of tomato sauce every single day. That's the equivalent of around 21 million bottles of ketchup per year. And here's another question. How are those tomatoes transformed into the smooth, rich sauce we all love? Join me as we explore the process behind creating one of the most beloved sauces on the planet. California, a land famous for its vast tomato fields, where more than 250,000 acres are dedicated to growing delicious tomatoes in preparation for harvest season. Each year, over 50 million kilograms of tomatoes are processed, with California contributing up to 95% of the nation's tomato supply. These aren't just ordinary tomatoes, they're carefully selected varieties with thick skins and firm flesh, perfect for withstanding fully automated harvesting without damage. After 90 days on the vine, they're ready for harvest, set to become a key ingredient in the ketchup we all love. Harvesting tomatoes might seem simple, but in reality, it's a real challenge. The plump, vibrant red tomatoes are exactly what we want on our plates. Nobody's looking for green ones, right? That's why sorting ripe from unripe fruit right from the start is such a crucial step. And today, this job is no longer done by hand. It's handled by high-speed cameras that can distinguish with incredible precision ripe red tomatoes, green ones, or even dirt and debris. This advanced system can sort up to 75 tons of tomatoes per hour, scanning 32 times a second faster than any human eye. The journey begins with massive automatic harvesters cutting down entire tomato plants and sending them onto conveyors. There, vibrating metal bars shake the fruit loose from the stems, and the ripe, heavier tomatoes are immediately separated. Unripe ones, along with debris and even clumps of soil, are discarded back onto the field to be recycled for the next season. And then, the magic happens. Ripe red tomatoes are identified by optical sensors and cameras, inspected thoroughly, and perfectly sorted. Only the highest quality ones make it onto the trucks, ready for the next leg of the journey, to the processing plant. Tomatoes and technology create a high-speed race between the fields and the production line, and it all unfolds in the vast open space of the farm. Once the tomatoes are perfectly harvested, they begin their long trip from the fields to the processing plant. They're transported in giant trailers, each carrying up to 22 tons. That's about 300,000 tomatoes. Every day, around 24 of these fully loaded trucks leave the farm, packed tightly to prevent any damage to the fruit along the way. And once they arrive at the factory, a special process begins. Water is pumped into the trailer until it's completely filled, causing the tomatoes to float and slide out automatically through a chute. Dirty water, mud, and impurities are filtered out on the conveyor, while the clean tomatoes move into a fresh stream of water, where heavy stones sink to the bottom and are removed. Next, the tomatoes enter a massive bubbling tank, where air jets stir the water to wash away dirt clinging to the skins. From there, they pass through a high-pressure conveyor, where powerful water sprays blast off any remaining soil or sand, getting them ready for sorting. An incredibly advanced electronic sorting system takes over, identifying only the highest quality tomatoes while removing any that are bruised, unripe, or discolored. This is where bursts of compressed air act like fingers, swiftly pushing defective ones off the line, leaving only perfect tomatoes for the next stage of processing. Even with all this modern technology, human eyes still make a final check to ensure only the very best tomatoes are kept, and nothing goes to waste. The rejected tomatoes are repurposed for juice production, ensuring every harvest is fully used. After passing strict quality checks, the tomatoes move on to the next stage, a hot water bath. The high temperature loosens their outer skins, preparing them for the next delicate step, machine peeling. High-speed rubber rollers gently rub the tomatoes, separating the skin from the flesh without affecting the quality inside. Everything happens at lightning speed to keep up with millions of tomatoes processed each day. Right after peeling, powerful water jets wash away any remaining bits of skin, flushing them through the gaps between the rubber rollers. This ensures that no impurities are left on the tomatoes. Once the tomatoes are perfectly peeled, they travel through pipes straight to the cutting station. Here, ultra-fast stainless steel blades slice them into tiny pieces, so fast the human eye can barely keep up. But the goal isn't to completely mash them, it's to cut them just small enough to separate the juicy seed-filled pulp from the firm flesh. Why? Because if the seeds and pulp are left in, the sauce becomes watery, and no one wants runny ketchup. After cutting, the tomatoes move to a strict inspection station, where workers carefully remove any pieces that don't meet the standard of vibrant, flawless red. Only the best tomatoes make it to the cooking stage. Next, the tomatoes are sent into industrial grinders, where specialized blades turn them into a thick, smooth paste. This prepares the mixture for blending with other ingredients in the steps ahead. But before cooking begins, the paste passes through a series of ultra-fine filters, removing every seed, skin fragment, and leftover impurity. This filtration process not only creates a silky texture, but is also the key to producing ketchup that's consistent, flavorful, and long-lasting. We've now entered the heart of the factory, the place where ketchup is born, made from just 5 basic ingredients: tomato concentrate, vinegar, sugar, salt, and a secret blend of spices. And that secret blend? It's still measured out by hand, just as artisans have always done, to preserve the signature flavor, a traditional recipe that has become an essential icon at every meal. Now, when everything is ready, the tomato mixture is transferred to giant mixing tanks. Here, the remaining ingredients, oil, salt, sugar, vinegar, and spices, are added in, all carefully balanced by hand to create the perfect combination of flavors. This is the most critical step, the moment when ketchup truly begins to take on its signature taste, smooth, balanced, and unmistakably delicious. This factory can produce up to 330 tons of ketchup a day. Once mixing is complete, the sauce is pumped through insulated pipes to the sterilization area, where it's heated to high temperatures to eliminate bacteria and extend shelf life. Finally, the ketchup is rapidly cooled and sent straight to the bottling line, where each bottle is filled, sealed, and ready to bring its signature flavor to meals everywhere. After sterilization is complete, the ketchup moves into the filling area, where modern automation takes over the entire packaging process. Empty bottles race along the conveyor and reach an automatic filling system with 70 nozzles, each one pumping the exact amount of ketchup into every bottle. To ensure consistency, every bottle is carefully checked for weight before being securely capped. Next comes labeling, a crucial step that gives the product its finished look. Each bottle receives 3 labels, one on the neck, one on the front, and one on the back, making it both professional and easy to recognize. Once labeled, the bottles move into an automatic tray packing system, where they're grouped together and tightly wrapped in shrink film to keep everything neat and secure during transport. The process doesn't stop at bottles. Cans are also filled to meet different packaging demands. Finally, trays of ketchup are transferred to palletizing machines, stacked, and made ready for loading onto trucks. From there, they head to supermarkets, restaurants, and kitchens around the world. bringing a favorite flavor to millions of consumers. And that brings us to the end of our journey, following the incredible path of tomatoes from the vast fields of California all the way to becoming delicious bottles of ketchup, ready to serve meals across the globe. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed learning about how food is made, don't forget to hit like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next fascinating story. See you in the next adventure.